Welcome back to another Hyliion video, and I'll be going over an announcement that the EPA and NHTSA, the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, made back in 2016. That list that they're going to debut with phase 2 of their program to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and improve fuel efficiency and medium to heavy duty vehicles in model 2028 and beyond. And for those of you thinking, well, Hyliion is going to sell a bunch of these ERXs in 2024 and the stock price is going to go up through the moon, may just want to have a little bit more patience. And Hyliion is one of these companies that's putting out technology to make environmentally friendly heavy-duty trucks. And I'll just read over some of these highlighted bits that I highlighted in this document. There are actually 3 phases to this program. This was released in 2016. The final version of phase 2 from both of these regulatory bodies came out at the end of 2022, which is a 400-page document, but I'll just go over the shorter announcement. Phase 2 of the program promotes a new generation of cleaner, more fuel-efficient trucks by encouraging the development and deployment of new and advanced cost-effective technologies through model year 2027. Model year meaning the model of the trucks that are getting released. So it's an incremental program where they phase it in over time. And by 2027, for those new trucks, brand new trucks being released, they have to conform to stricter emissions and fuel savings measures. And what I see is you're going to have a group of people that are going to hang on to their old trucks because if it ain't broke, there's no need to fix it. And another generation of people taking the reins, and they're just going to hop into one of these newer trucks with cooler technology in them. Phase 2 standards are expected to lower CO2 emissions by approximately 1.1 billion metric tons, save vehicle owners fuel cost of about $170 billion. So the fuel suppliers, their revenue is going to decrease by that amount. And that will go to the vehicle owners. Do you think the fuel suppliers are going to stand by idle while that money disappears? No, they're going to somehow adapt to this changing environment. I don't know how. First-time greenhouse gas and fuel efficiency standards for trailers start in 2018. For the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, and 2021 for the NHTSA. The long phase-in and incremental increases in stringency give industry time to ensure products are reliable and durable and provide a long-term regulatory certainty. That seems a lot of what Hyliion is doing. There's like a lot of people pushing for these cool technology trucks to come out and everyone to use them, but they're just quietly behind the scenes testing, getting certifications, doing more testing, doing more certifications, and that's in line with this announcement. At every step of phase 2, the standards have fuel savings that more than offset the cost and have favorable payback periods for truck owners. The typical buyer of a new long-haul truck in 2027 could recoup the extra cost of the technology in under 2 years through fuel savings. They're going to be on the road a majority of the time using these trucks, and the price of the new trucks are going to be more expensive, but over time, the fuel savings should help counter that. But the thing is that if they want to do like purely like electric vehicles, they don't have time and wait for 30 minutes to an hour for this thing to fully recharge. They have to be quick about this recharging process. And that's where kind of Hyliion is a better fit of this sort of thing. Phase 2 standards are fully aligned between these two organizations, the EPA and NHTSA, and the agencies have worked closely with CARB to create the California Air Resource Board. So California is another kind of initiator of this change, and I've watched other YouTube channels saying, well, if California is going to make it more difficult for us to use our trucks in their state, we just won't do business with California. We'll go to other states. But in 2027, things are going to become more strict with more of these standards in place for new trucks that are rolling off the assembly line. Improvements to the final program has more robust compliance provisions such as more repeatable and accurate test procedures, enhanced enforcement audits, and protection against defeat devices. Apparently there's a market for defeat devices to go try to skirt around some of these carbon emission requirements and standards. I don't have much information about them, but it's interesting to see defeat devices listed in here. Apparently there's a group that doesn't want to have to worry about this, and there's a market tailored towards them. Includes more stringent diesel engine standards and an improved vocational vehicle program with regulatory structure better tailored to match the right technology for the job. There's multiple companies, technology companies out there that are coming out with like electric only vehicles for that last mile. There's other companies for Class 8 trucking. There's a lot of technology companies out there that are looking to solve this problem in different ways. Maintains the structure and incremental phase-in of the proposed standards, allowing manufacturers to choose their own technology mix and giving them lead time needed to ensure that those technologies are reliable and durable. I think you'll start seeing this come into play in 2024 and lead up to 2027 as they start testing out some of these varying technologies and figuring out what works best for them. And there's a section about combination tractors. Class 7 and 8 combination tractors and their engines account for roughly 60% of the total greenhouse gas emissions and fuel consumption from the heavy-duty sector. The CO2 and fuel consumption standards for the combination tractors and engines start in year 2021 and increase incrementally in the model year 2024 and phase in completely by model year 2027. So I think you'll start seeing the demand to come in beginning in 2027. The fully phased in standards will achieve up to 25% lower CO2 emissions and fuel consumptions compared to phase 1 standards. Manufacturers will be able to meet the tractor standards through improvements in the engine, transmission, driveline, aerodynamic design, lower rolling resistance tires, extended idle reduction technologies, and other accessories of the tractor. Since the technology delivers significant benefits, a separate engine standards was developed to ensure that manufacturers implement engine technologies to deliver those benefits. Sounds like things that Hyliion is doing through the EX, ERX, and the Carnot engine. The Carnot engine is a collaboration between GE, Hyliion, and Hyliion. And all those things generate value. And eventually, people will want that and will be happy to pay for it. And according to this announcement, they should recoup their money in about 2 years through fuel savings. And those big fuel companies will adapt because they don't want to lose money. Times are interesting. And again, have patience, because it's not 2027 yet. We have to wait another 3.5 years. That's it for this video. And of course, thanks for watching.